Hello! Welcome to Squid Essays. Inking your academic pen. My name is Julie and I will be your instructor as we read through Systems of Management. The article source is embedded in the video description below. Feel free to read along. Please note that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay for as little as $10 a page at Squid Essays. The link is in the description. The controls and constraints of workers in a call center environment. This essay will look at the systems of management control within the O2 call center in Bury, Lancashire, and how the management of the center are increasingly deskilling the labor force employed there. I aim to explain how this has been achieved by first detailing the methods that I have used, then showing the results from these methods, followed by detailed analysis into my findings. I will then finish by drawing my conclusions. I feel that it is important to investigate the way in which firms like this control their employees, not only because I believe these methods to be in many cases intrusive, but also because of the higher than average turnover rate seen within call center environments. In order for me to effectively investigate the processes within the O2 environment, I will use two different techniques. The first will be online research. This will give an external perspective on O2's working environment. The second will be an interview of an O2 employee called Louise White, who has worked for the group for the past 4 years and will be able to give an actual account of the company's management process. I have chosen these two methods because of the contrast between them. In getting two very different viewpoints, we are able to examine the company from different angles. Whilst researching the company in preparation for the interview with Louise, I was able to find material detailing how O2 had improved its facilities. www.lightingdirectory.com 366. Emphasis has been placed in this article on these changes creating a happier and healthier workplace. O2 has also spent a great deal of time showing how it makes employees happier whilst they are working, and there is literature on the O2 website, www.o2careers.com, detailing the benefits in working for O2, such as subsidized cafeteria, breakout rooms and games consoles. It is interesting to note then that very little could be found on their practices of management or how their call centers are organized. With this in mind, my interview with Louise was focused around how work was organized in the O2 office and what autonomy she felt that she had over her working day. To sum up the outcome of the interview, Louise said that she worked in a team of 9 other people dealing with customer service inquiries. When a customer phones the O2 call center, their call is routed to the appropriate team to deal with. Each team is specially trained to deal with a specific set of problems. When a call comes through to the call handler, it is automatically answered by the handler's computer software. This software then monitors the length of the call, how many calls are queued for each team, as well as recording the conversation digitally. Louise spoke about how although her basic salary was quite poor, she was incentivized per quarter to hit targets that could potentially give her an extra 30% of her annual pay. These bonuses are dependent on her satisfying 4 different targets: length of call time, amount of time active, lateness, and percentage of customers that don't call back and are therefore satisfied. The main complaints that Louise had about the management process was that it was automated management. For example, each employee is given a key card that needs to be used when entering each part of the building. It must also be used to access the computer and phone system. Employees' line managers are then sent breakdowns each week of their timekeeping, amount of time spent working, amount and length of toilet breaks. Following the results of this interview and the research done into the company, there are several points that are important in analyzing the foundations of the company's management. If we begin by analyzing parts of Louise's interview, we can see a strong division of labor. If all employees are split into teams of 8 and have specific tasks to work on, then there is only a need to train them in very specific areas. Very few of the 800 employees will have knowledge of how to undertake any other tasks than those they have been assigned, and this was understood by Braverman in his book Labor and Monopoly Capital, May 1974. Every step in the labor process is divorced, so far as possible, from special knowledge and training and reduced to simple labor. Braverman 1998-57. This has clearly been achieved according to Louise, who not only has no control over what tasks she undertakes, but also has no control over when she undertakes them, as calls are routed directly to her desk and are automatically answered. It is also important that we look at the working conditions within the O2 call center. On the one hand, there are obvious references to scientific management through the use of the employee keys that are used to monitor how much work is being achieved. This is a system that Taylor would have been proud of in preventing what he called systematic soldiering, Taylor 1967, which is the process whereby workers will collude together to produce the lowest possible output. The phone system also represents a Taylorist system in that it takes all control away from the workforce. They are told when to answer calls and are then incentivized with bonuses if they are able to keep set service standards. This again is a concept devised by Taylor as initiative and incentive. Taylor 1967-35. On the other hand, we have evidence that O2 are improving working conditions for their employees, and this has been highlighted from the online research. In this specific instance, O2 improving the lighting within the call center. Interestingly, you can draw direct parallels between this work and the examples that Mayo gave in his book The Social Problems of an Industrial Civilization, Mayo 1949, and Mayo demonstrated that through improving the lighting in a workshop he was able to increase productivity. Mayo also discussed the subject of teams or groups of people, and it is important to note that whilst there has been a division of labor, O2 has created small, intimate groups of workers or a self-governing team, and a team that cooperated wholeheartedly with management. Mayo 1949-72. It is no wonder then that O2 is keen to promote social events within the working teams, as it is likely to result in increased productivity and decrease the turnover of employees, as Mayo found in his experiments. In summary, it is interesting that concepts such as Taylorism are not only still in use in modern industry, but that they have evolved with the advancements in technologies such as a key system that is used within O2 to ensure that capital is generating as much excess labor as possible. On the whole, Louise liked her work with O2, and this is in no small part due to the groups of people that she works with and the investment that has been made by O2 into welfare of its people, but ultimately, she is still controlled by processes that originated in a steel mill nearly a century ago. References: Venture Lighting Europe Limited, April 2, 2007. Venture help improve visual environment at O2 call center, available online at www.lightingdirectory.com/news/article/366. Accessed August 12, 2009. Telefonica Europe plc. Our locations, available online at http://www.o2careers.co.uk/ customer service/ our_locations_berry.php. Accessed July 12, 2009. Braverman H. 1998. Labor and Monopoly Capital, Monthly Review Press, New York. Taylor F. 1967. The Principles of Scientific Management. Norton, London. Mayo E. 1949. The Social Problems of an Industrial Civilization. Routledge. Oxon. We are the world's most loved study website. Better still, membership is free. Please be aware that the free essay that you were just reading was not written by us. This essay, and all of the others available to view on the website, were provided to us by students in exchange for services that we offer. This relationship helps our students to get an even better deal while also contributing to the biggest free essay resource in the UK. If you are the original writer of this essay and no longer wish to have the essay published on the UK Essays website, then please click on the link below to request removal. Request the removal of this essay. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about systems of management as much as I did. Kindly remember that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay at Squid Essays for as little as $10. The link is in the description. See you next time.